Hello everyone, Daniel from the Factory Gaming Tour Guide. I'm in here in the Runescape 3 in front of the Wizard's Tower. I'm going to attempt to complete Rune Memories, which is these. Uh, this one actually replaced the 2003 version of Rune Mysteries, but uh, a little bit confusing. There is a newer Rune Mysteries. That's the prerequisite to this quest, so I'm not really sure what Jaggers had in mind about removing a quest and making a different quest. I'm not really sure. Well, anyways, the Rune Mysteries that was at the Wizard's Tower that we did in this video series is a different Rune Mysteries than the Rune Mysteries that was made in 2003. So, long story short, the 2020 version of RuneScape Rune Mysteries, uh, 2012 version of the Rune Mysteries quest titled Rune Memories. I don't know how else to explain that. Anyways, it's a voice activated quest. The previous quest took place in Rework and it showed you how to mine rune essence. This one takes place in the Wizard's Tower, so it's completely different. So I'm not sure what they mean by was replaced or updated because it's completely different. But anyways, it's voice acted and uh, there's no combat required. Novice difficulty, long quest though. Uh, I've had some uh, walkthroughs for this quest suggest that we have the mind spike from the newer version of the Rune Mysteries that we did in the previous video, so I got it anyways. And of course, I'll keep on my silver hop boot to have a little bit more agility left to train. We need 14 empty inventory spaces. I have an empty inventory. That's fine. So we need one quest point, 300 magic. We receive one quest point, 300 magic experience, 300 runecraft experience, free tower robes, access to Archmage Cedrador's personal rune essence chest, and 2 treasure hunter keys. This quest is long. I've seen some guides quote 25 minutes of up to an hour, so we'll see. We'll start by speaking to Ariane in the ruins beneath the Wizard's Tower south of Draynor Village. So here we go. So in the ruins, I did say in the ruins. Ariane in the ruins beneath the Wizard's Tower. Alright. Here's Ariane. I think when plus depending on what happened here, I could use your help again if you're interested. What do you need help with? Uh, we could ask questions, alright? But no more questions. So do you want to help What do you need help with? I'd be happy to help. Alright, so that's the answer. It says it's a voice active quest. So, oops. Alright, I was trying to turn on those settings without it, taking that away, but it took it away. Alright, so I'm going to turn off the mute. Yeah, it looks like you can hear some of the audio. You should be able to.
I think I'm close to finding out.
Hold on.
I think I'm close to finding out what happened here. I could use your help again if you're interested.
What do you need help with?
I want to cast a spell on the source of the power beam. I think it'll tell me who removed the enchantment and released the vortices into the tower. I don't know exactly what'll happen though, so I'd like you here in case things go wrong.
I'd be happy to help. Alright, so this is what we went through. The current version of Rune Memories. Alright, current version of Rune Memories. Accept quest command.
Okay, let's see. Abac Destine Cal Mentor. Oh dear. I must have miscast the spell. I can't seem to move. I think I'm stuck in the power beam.
Let's see. Are you alright? Or that was careless of you? Or how can I get you out? It changes again. Alright. Let's see. How can I get you out?
I think I'll be released if you can disrupt the source of the power beam. Actually, I've already got an idea about how you could do that. If we were to recreate the ritual that created the power beam, that would disrupt it and release me.
It's option 2. Maybe I should go get help.
I'd rather you didn't. No one's meant to know we're down here, remember? If my idea doesn't work, or if we end up in real danger, you could go and tell Wizard Elrond, but there's no call for that yet.
Okay, what do you need me to do?
Take these runes.
Fire on and air rune.
Use the fire rune on a red vortex and the air rune on a grey one. If I'm right, you'll see something happen.
So use fire rune on red vortex. Use alright.
It worked. I thought so. It's just a matter of picking the right rune type. You're holding soul fragments of 2 of the wizards who lived in the old tower. My idea is that if you put these in places in the tower where these wizards once were, you can trigger memories of what happened. You should start by using them on the chairs in the library.
Alright, okay, I'll do that one. Let's go to the library.
What Zanmaron got you working on now?
Enemies of the Order must taste the flames of our wrath.
I thought your order perfected attack spells decades ago. Isn't Surge the theory?
It's not about power. I'm looking at ways to make the spells bypass defenses.
Can't be done. Ozarkan proved you've got to have line of effect.
I know. It's one of Zamoran's impossible problems. I'm meant to try to solve it, to learn why it can't be solved. That's what I can't work out. I can't see what's wrong with my solution.
Let me see.
May?
You're bypassing line of effect by angling the spell through a secondary plane using runes of law. I mean, it's not a complete solution, but the principle is... Do you know what you've got here?
What do you mean?
I think you might have solved the teleportation problem.
That's not funny, May.
I'm serious. We should show this to Azris. She's spent years trying to crack the problem. She's written volumes on why it can't be done. If this is an elementary mistake, she'd have seen it before.
And what if it's not an elementary mistake?
Then she'll take it to the council, and you, my friend, will have a major school of magic named after you.
So let's see. I just speak to Ariane.
Did it work? Have you managed to trigger a memory?
I saw them talking about the teleportation problem.
Amazing. I wish I could have seen it. That could have been the start of the breakthrough that led them to creating the power beam. I think we're on the right track.
So what now?
I've prepared runes to hold the other 6 soul fragments. You'll need to use each rune on a vortex of the appropriate color.
Alright, so... Water rune. Earth rune. Rune. I don't see the blue. Let me do the earth one. Green. Red. Gray. It's supposed to be another blue one. I don't see where it's at. Ah, there it is. Let's see. Use the prepared rune on the vortex corresponding with the color in the background of the room. So I'm supposed to speak to her first.
That's all of them. You should be able to use the leaders of the 4 orders use the shrine room to hold meetings. That's the room upstairs with the statues representing the 4 orders. If you use the runes containing the soul fragments of the 4 masters in front of the statues of their orders, I think you should be able to trigger a memory.
Yeah, I'll do that now. That's the exit. Head west to climb up the staircase. Okay, I guess that is it. Use the room with the mythic statue. Use the nature room with the mythic statue. I think that's the exit. I see. They changed some things. I don't know. That's the exit of the tower. This is confusing because I did this. I never did this quest. I did it. I don't remember it being like this. So it changed it again. So we've already go. I don't know what it's doing, but there's something random. Can we go now? I should try to trigger the memory in the Rune shrine beneath the wizard's tower. By the glowing law of nature, chaos, and cosmic events in front of the appropriate tower statues. Maybe that was it on top. Alright, so it's these four. Examine statue. The wizard holds a staff in one hand and a conjurer flame in the other. There should be a little less. Well, looks like wind. That looks like air. I'm supposed to be using these for. Um, I don't know. Here, let me try chaos here. Um, I don't even know. What are you doing? That didn't do anything. I guess does nothing but aggravation when they make all these changes. How do I climb the staircase? Go back to the room with the Rune Guardian. Use the nature room with the Gothic statue northeast. Let me do this. North east. So nature room. Lauren with southeast. Chaos room with southwest. And cosmic room with the other.
Zamoron, may knowledge guide you. Do you know what this is about?
Strength through chaos, honored friend. I have no idea. I suppose you were in the middle of something.
My history of Gillinor. I have almost reached the dawn of the Second Age.
Ah, when my Lord Zamorak enters the scene, when may the rest of us read this masterwork?
When it's ready, my impatient friend, you know that.
Strength through wisdom, gentlemen. Do either of you know what this is about?
We have no idea. I suspect Azris is keeping us waiting in order to inject some drama into her announcement.
She has an announcement.
That's what I'm guessing. Ah!
Balance is power, my fellow wizards. I'm sure you're wondering why I've gathered you here.
Honestly, my dear, it hadn't occurred to us to ask.
Since Gothics guided my order's founder to the Rune Essence Cave, the tower has struggled with the problem of transportation. For every rune we make, we must bring essence here from the mine, through icy wilderness and across pirate-infested seas. Wizards of all our orders have lost their lives bringing the runes the tower needs. We have long known that teleportation is possible, but have failed to invent a new spell that could connect the tower to the rune essence. My fellow wizards, this document contains the theoretical framework that will allow us to create new teleport spells.
Azris, this is amazing. If this is true...
Temlin, would it work?
Yes, I believe it would. It solves both the distance and line of effect problems by routing the movement through a second plane. Of course, we'll need to find an appropriate plane to use.
All I have is the seed. I will need each of your help in developing it into a ritual. No one of our orders can do this alone.
Even so, what you've shown us here is a major breakthrough that deserves recognition. Whose work is this?
It is my own. After a lifetime of searching, Gothic saw fit to grant me the necessary inspiration.
You are too modest, Azris. The gods may inspire us, but the work is our own.
Indeed. And there is more work to be done. We should all study this properly and then reconvene. I will be in my study with my apprentice. Strength through chaos, my fellow wizards.
Once return to inventory as the memory finishes. So now we're gonna speak to Ariane. Alright, so finally making some progress, that's good. At 25 minutes, almost 26. It's supposed to be 24.
Did you succeed in triggering another memory in the shrine room?
Me and Master stole the red apprentice idea.
What? That can't be right. Surely the wizards of the old tower were above such pettiness.
It sounds like,
I suppose I must have...
followers of the different gods never work together.
Do you really think that? And it did work? For it.
Okay, so what do I do now?
After the meeting in the shrine room, the masters would have gone to their studies to talk to their apprentices. Can you try to trigger another memory there?
Okay.
Each of the 4 masters, once you've done that, you should put...
Okay. Northern Studies Store. I head to the Northern Studies Store. I head to the Northeastern room. Northeastern room. Right, so Northeastern room. Glowing Chaos Rune on the large chair. Chaos on the large chair. And a glowing fire rune on the opposite.
Strength through chaos, Master. You wanted to see me.
Caravan, whose apprentice are you? And to which order do you belong?
Master, I am your apprentice, and I belong to the Order of the Red Wizards of Zamorak.
Then why did you take your idea to Asris of the Green Order, rather than coming to me?
I thought, May and I thought, that since Asris was the expert on teleportation research...
May and you? So both the Green and the Grey Orders saw your idea before I did?
I'm sorry, Master. But it came to nothing anyway. Asris said the idea was a blind alley.
Earlier today, Asris presented your idea to the Council as her own work.
What?
When I looked into it after the meeting, I saw your handiwork in there, and traces of the problem that I sent you. You have a brilliant and chaotic mind, Caravan the Red. Asris has worked on the same problem for so long that her mind has turned to stone, and her apprentice hasn't had an original thought in his life.
They stole my idea.
No, Caravan. They took your idea. They took it when you handed it to them. How many times have I told you that we do not trust the other orders? This tower became great precisely because the 4 orders are in conflict with one another. We of all the orders should remember that.
What are you going to do?
What am I going to do about Asris taking your idea? Nothing. You missed your chance to have your name attached to this. I put hands over your head for the rest of your career, spurring you on to greatness. Perhaps then, Zamorak will make something of you. What I'm going to do is complete your work. Your solution requires a second plane of existence for the travel to past. I mean, if I can do that, then the Red Wizards will take some credit for the ritual, even if, thanks to you, it is not the full credit we deserve. Go, now. Think about how you can redeem yourself in Zamorak's eyes. I need privacy for my meditation.
Yes, Master.
As a Korax, who calls me from the infernal vestibule?
The ones return to your inventory as the memory finishes. Return of the main character talk to Ariane.
Have you managed to trigger a memory in one of the studies?
The Red Master summoned the demon.
A demon? I knew that some of the Red Wizards were demonologists, but I had no idea there was a demon involved in the spell that created the power beam.
So it was the keeper of the figure of this.
Of course. That makes a lot of sense. Teleport spells need to move the Traveler through a second plane of existence in order to bypass obstacles. The teleport spells in the standard spellbook use a plane called the Abyss. It's dangerous and chaotic, but that's not normally a problem because you're only there for a split second. The old wizard's ritual created a link to the Abyss which teleport spells could then use. That's what the power beam is. All our teleport spells use the power beam as an anchor. Something modern-day wizards have never understood, though, is how the connection to the Abyss was made in the first place. That must be what the Red Master wanted from the demon. The key to the Abyss would have been the last thing they needed to create the power beam.
So what do we do now?
After he completed the ritual, the Red Master would have needed to distribute it to the other orders. I would guess that he did that by meeting the 4 apprentices in the library. See if you can trigger another memory in the library. I think you'll need all 4 apprentices and the Red Master.
Okay. Agility level from the woods. Alright, so these are the apprentices and these are the masters. Alright. Hit the lever, use the glowing arrow on the great chair. Glowing arrow on the great chair. Fire on the red chair. Earthwind on the green chair. Water rune on the blue chair. And the chaos rune on the table.
All I'm saying is there have to be limits. There are things mortals can do, but some things should be left to the gods.
And who decides what gets left to the gods, Perry? Your order?
We all have to examine our consciences.
With this power, we could end hunger, end disease, end war, unite the world. My conscience would be fine with that.
And who governs this new world, May? Your order.
Master?
Strength through chaos, fellow wizards. It's good to hear a healthy argument coming from the library.
We were talking about what we could do once we had the Rune Essence teleport spell.
And what we should and shouldn't do.
Then you'll be pleased to know that you will soon be able to act out your moral dilemmas for real.
You've completed the spell, Master.
Indeed, I have completed the ritual that Azris the Green presented to the Council. I have made a copy for each of you to take to your master. The ritual requires 8 participants who must stand in a specific pattern. Please stress to your masters that the ritual must be performed exactly as described. Any deviation could be extremely dangerous. We can commence as soon as we're ready. I'll see you in the spellcasting chamber.
Return to my inventory. Wait a minute. Return to the main chamber and speak to Ariane. Option 1, then 3, then 2.
So, what did you see?
The wizards.
We're nearly there. The ritual would have taken place in this room. All we need to know is where each of the 8 wizards stood.
Okay, what now?
All we need to know, you should search the ruins. See if you can find any parts of the ritual document. The pieces are likely to be in the studies in the library.
Got it. Okay. Head to the eastern library door. Search the shelves. That's 1, there's 3. Return to the main chamber. Head to the northern studies door. Open the chests in each room for 2, 4, 5. That's a diary. Why is this random opening up? Five. I need 4. Once you have found all the Friday 5 until head back to the main chamber and talk to Ariane. Options 2, 2, 2.
You should search the ruins. That's it! Using the information in these fragments, you should be able to work out where each of the wizards stood during the ritual. You'll need to read the fragments and work out how the wizards were arranged, then put the runes on the floor of this room to trigger the memory. Surely this can't be real. I thought the wizards of the old tower were noble seekers after the deep truths of the universe. First we learn about their bickering and academic politics, and now this. If this is real, there was a plot to destroy the old tower from the inside. The only wizard who fits is the Red Apprentice Caliban. The wizard he said was unwittingly helping him must have been me. You need to read the fragments and work out how the wizards were arranged, then put the runes on the floor of the...
Okay. Read. 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 Okay, I'll do the wrong thing. Why to do the reading? Okay. Then read. Then read. Right. So let's see if we can get this correctly. Chaos. South. Southwest is water. West is cosmic. Northwest is Earth. North is law. Northeast is fire. East is nature. And southeast is air.
It worked, thank you. The memory's starting. I want to see this.
Where's Zanmaron? It's not like him to be late.
Maybe he's...
What?
Never mind.
Strength through chaos, ladies and gentlemen. Are we prepared?
We are prepared.
Please remember, once the ritual begins, we must all keep our places in the circle. If anyone leaves, there could be disastrous consequences. Senventior destine renescet.
Ava, Salakar, Nimporto.
What's that?
Please concentrate, Perian.
No, I can see something behind Wizard Zanmaron. It's a demon.
Please, the ritual must be performed exactly as written.
May, can't you see it?
It's safe, Perian. I studied the ritual. It uses demonic power, but it's safe.
You knew? Demonic power is never safe. We have to stop.
I'm sure the demonic influence is minor. The core of the ritual is still Wizard Azris's green magic.
Green magic?
May, it doesn't matter.
Of course it matters! I was there when Caliban made his breakthrough. This is his work.
Azris, is this true?
It should have been mine. I've worked all my way on this problem. And then suddenly...
It doesn't matter whose idea it was. We must complete the ritual.
No, Zanmaron, it does matter. If I had known this entire ritual was based on red magic, I would never have agreed to take part.
It's worth it. With this power, we could build a perfect world, end disease and war.
And you think that justifies this? I cannot take part in this ritual. Come, Perian.
No! If you leave the circle, we can't contain it!
The Red Master was hit by the full force of the power beam. No wonder that started a fire that... Wait, it's happening again. Get down!
The ruins return to your inventory as the memory finishes. So the burning tower. Talk to Ariane. She seems to be in some kind of magical coma. Use the following. Hold on. I don't know. Thank you. Alright, so Cosmic Rune. 6 spinning grazer. What? Talk to Ariane. Alright, I don't know. Go up. Alright, whenever this decides to work properly. Up. Alright, good. There's a wizard aileron at the entrance to the tower.
Hello again, adventurer. What can I do for you?
Option 2. Ariane is hurt in the ruins of the old tower.
You were right to come to me. I have experience dealing with that sort of magical coma, so I should be able to bring her around.
Option 3. I didn't say she was in a coma.
Oh, did I slip up? Did I let on that I know more than I should? Almost as if I planned this whole sequence of events, and my plan is so close to completion that I'm becoming careless about what I say.
Why would you do all this?
For revenge, adventurer, slow burning, passed down through generations, dish best served cold revenge. Two of the ritual participants survived the destruction of the first tower, Perian the Blue and Caliban the Red. Perian founded the second tower and blamed the first tower's destruction on red wizards. Caliban went into hiding and took an apprentice, who in turn took an apprentice, beginning a secret order of elite red wizards. I am the secret heir to the sacred tradition of the Staff of Fire. And today I bring the vengeance of Zamorak against the Wizard's Tower.
Enough talk. You wrote that diary.
Oh, my diary! I was wondering where that got to. It's too late for that, adventurer. I won't quarrel with you. Leave now, or be caught up in the tower's destruction. Behold the vengeance of the betrayed souls of the great old tower! Behold the bloody foundation of a new tower, rising to destroy it!
Master, what's going on?
Your apprentice, you are fulfilling the purpose for which I trained you. Your wide-eyed search for truth has led you exactly where I want. Don't worry, you won't have to contain that power for long. The soul fragments will tear you apart, and the explosion will level the tower. Adventurer! You have the right to interfere!
Leave him alone!
So, you've learned to channel that energy. Enjoy it while you can. Any moment now it'll overwhelm you.
Stop talking. I'm trying to concentrate. Adventurer, I think someone wants to talk to you.
Fascinating. If I understand this correctly, I am one of several personality fragments possessing an unwilling host body. I assume this is an effect of Zamaron's ritual being performed improperly. Tempering the Grey! So you've retained some degree of consciousness. Since this situation is unstable, adventurer, I recommend you draw each personality fragment out of one's body before it is overwhelmed. In my case, a puzzling room should make a suitable receptacle. You will need to time your actions so that the room being used matches the color of the cycle. It is a pity I cannot observe this phenomenon from an external vantage point. However,
Alright, so cosmic moon on a thick spinning grid. Cosmic moon on a thick spinning grid.
Thank you. But there are 7 more. It's all I can do to keep them contained. I'll let them speak through me one by one.
Water rune on a simple blue beam. Sunbeam.
hey, I think I get this. You need to wait for the right load, then use another room. Shut up, Slad! No one remembers you.
Earth rune on the simple green beam.
My teleportation! It worked! It worked!
Fire rune on the simple red beam. Go around, put in. Alright. Stand in. Ah, come on. Ascend.
We're hurting someone. I can sense it. If you have a way to get me out of here, please use it.
It's too late for that, watery wizard! You disobeyed my master and stepped out of the circle! You destroyed the old tower and I'll use you to destroy the new one!
Why?
I am Error of the Red, heir to the sacred tradition of the Staff of Fire! I bring the vengeance of Sanmaron and Calavan, who you betrayed!
Zamaron and Calavan were my friends, and you are nothing like them, you big bottom man. Adventurer, get me out of here before I do more harm.
Alright, so Lauren on the thick spinning. So Lauren on the thick spinning blue.
This power you. So has a idea worked.
Never! Only Zamara grants us the creativity to have truly original ideas!
Really? And what original idea you had something to say with it? As far as I can tell, you're interested in destroying others. Adventurer, get me out of here.
Alright, so Neutron on the thick green. Sun.
Very deviated from the ritual and now look at what's happened. Disembodied soul fragments possessing some slip of a girl. Lord Zamara! Who are you, and why should I care? I am heir to the secret tradition of the Star of Fire. The Blue Wizards betrayed you, but we have worked in secret for 100 years to bring them down! Worked in secret for 100 years? So important tradition of the magic stick. You're... But, Master! I'm doing this for you! I've had enough of it! You, adventurer! Get me out of here! I command it!
Look at this tower we built. It might not have the broad foundation of the other one, but its reach just as high. Such a pity someone would try to destroy it. Hurry out, adventurer. Use the last rune. We're free, but I think I can see a more fitting host for us than these runes, don't you?
No! So, here we are, false red wizard. Your apprentice can take us from the height of this tower. Let's see how long you do. Overwhelm me then! Let me explode with the fury of Zamalak! With my death, the tower will fall!
Oh, I don't think so. Let's see where the teleportation comes.
No! Don't! Don't make me teleport!
One time, I'll let you use demonic knowledge, Ariane.
No! To the abyss, my fellow wizards.
He's gone. I can't believe he was using me like that. He mentored me for 10 years. How could I not have seen it?
I saw the options to talk to Ariane. One, are you okay?
I'm shaken.
Okay, option 2. So what now?
I think that's it. We found out who released the vortices, and we stopped him. That's what we set out to do.
Option 3 is the rework.
I've just had the soul fragments of 8 powerful wizards inhabiting me. I nearly exploded. And then I found out the man I most trusted had been lying to me for the last 10 years. Please forgive me if I'm not at my most cheerful.
So option 3, and we didn't find out what happened to the old tower.
Yes, that was interesting. Thanks for helping with that.
Right.
And we saw the ritual used to create the power beam. I need to write that down before I forget it. It could open up new lines of alternative teleportation research. Adventurer, I want to go away and think about this. But thanks for your help. I hope we can work together again in the future.
So that completes the quest Rune Memories. 1 quest point, 300 magic experience. Oh, Wizard's Tower. Complete. Alright. 200 magic experience, 300 rune crafting experience, first tower robes. Alright. Access to Archmage Segregator's personal and just, and 2 treasure hunter keys. So I'll open the 2 treasure hunter keys now. Maybe I'll put it on trading if I need to get that up. I need rune crafting up also, but let's see what's here. Yep. I know I want to cut the lamp on mining and that up too. Okay. Use thieving. Confirm. Alright. I thought completes this quest video. It's just over an hour, so it's quite a bit longer than I was supposed to. But quest is complete. Hope you found this helpful. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.